What food do you swear people only pretend to like? Chitterlings. My mum-in-law made some at my house. And it smelled like a grown man shitted all over my home and walls. Cat food. I mean, come on, my cat can't like eating that every day. I think she's just being polite. Hackle. I can't imagine someone coming in from a long day of work and tucking into a plate of fishy smelling, ammonia-flavored chewy shark chunks that make you smell like a bait camp for the rest of the evening. It seems like survival food. You will stay alive if you eat it. But it's not appealing to me. If you're Icelandic, please help me understand why this is a thing. The meals I prepare for them. Lutefisk. Once upon a time I swore that salted licorice was the most vile thing ever to have graced our fair planet. However, about a year ago my wife made me try some, and much to my surprise, I liked it. My roomie be eating squid out a can. There's an emotional reaction to foods and other sensations that develops over time. Eventually, it gets to the point that the food, regardless of what's disgusting about it, makes you feel something enjoyable and pleasant. If I'd never eaten blue cheese before, I'd be disgusted by it now. But I unknowingly had some when I was 4 or 5 at a family Christmas party in a cheese ball. When I eat blue cheese these days, it reminds me of warm, happy Christmases of decades long ago. Fondant on like wedding cakes. Gold leaf, need I say more? Paper straws, unintended food. I like a lot of stuff people are shitting on here. But I am in my 30s, so I think tastes change as you get older. Love me some cheese that smells of feet. Anchovies on pizza and coffee strong enough that I see through time. I used to go crazy for gummies, especially the sour ones. Now I find sweet things a bit meh. I can take or leave it. But you'll have to prise a stinky cheese board out of my cold dead hands. Am dying inside. After scrolling through this thread, I'm starting to think there is something wrong with me because people are hating on a lot of my favorites. Just waiting now for someone to say licorice. Bitter gourds. Tripe. The smell of it makes me gag. My dad loves it because his dad loved it. The buck stops here. Tripe. How the fuck can you like milk and water mixed? Slugs. Edit. I am so sorry. I meant snails. Not slugs. Edit the second. I see we have a highly defended culinary niche and I am willing to surrender. Please have mercy. Do not eat slugs. Seemingly some of them are deadly. Oddly enough, I am having so much fun reading through your responses and stories. XD. Defending celery with my life. RN loudly crying. Circus peanuts. There's no way people are actually out there enjoying those things, but enough people pretend to keep them in business. Stevia. There's absolutely no way someone enjoys that aftertaste. It's a weird cult that I'm not willing to join, and such a dominant flavor. Gefilte fish. Balut. Vodka. It tastes like the walls of a hospital. Edit. I hate you all. Caviar. It's so salty. Fun fact. See my ear. You're supposed to eat it with a spoon made of bone because using metal causes a chemical reaction, thereby altering the flavor. Kombucha. That shit tastes like acid reflux. Natto. Any of those keto substitute foods. Use your imagination as much as you'd like, but lettuce wraps will never be as good as a real sandwich with bread. Extremely hoppy IPAs. If drinks can be included in the discussion, I enjoy bitterness in my beer. And I know there are some good IPAs out there. But it's gotten to the point that breweries seem to be competing with one another to see who can make the bitterest. Most unappealing beers imaginable. They taste like earwax. Flaming hot Cheetos mac and cheese. It's horrific. The color red it turns into isn't something that should exist on food. Balut. I don't understand how cracking open an eggshell to eat a half-formed duck embryo is appealing to anyone. Thanksgiving turkey. Last year I decided to make ham. Turns out everyone preferred ham over turkey when I offered it. Called up my aunt, 700 miles away, and told her about it. She called me a communist for changing tradition. I said, "Aunt, I don't like turkey." Her response, "Nobody does. But it's tradition." I almost peed myself laughing. Men juice. Stunt foods on Instagram, pizza cones. Bara meat ramen. And of course when they freaking drown a burger. And I mean waterboard it with melted cheese. Chitlins, anything my mother-in-law cooks. Grapefruit. People will be like, "I love grapefruit," and then proceed to dump enough sugar on it to lose a foot. Edible gold. Like, why? All artificial sweeteners. Chicken liver. My family makes it for every big holiday dinner. I'm convinced that no one actually likes it, but they make it out of tradition and the older people force it down. Turkish delight. Never quite did understand why that little shit betrayed his family for some perfume-flavored rubber in the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. Head cheese. Mushrooms. Like, it's a joke, right? People don't actually enjoy this shite. It's an elaborate prank being played on me, yeah? Overnight oats. It's what I imagine prison food to be like. Sloppy and cold. Edit. No topping makes this not true. Generally anything that is expensive and described as an acquired taste.